Thanks very much. So, yeah, I'm from Santa Fe, obviously, as you can tell by the accent. Originally from England. Lots of people in America get me confused for Australian. So I'm just going to point out a few subtle differences here. If you're from Australia, generally you talk like this. You say words like dingo, wallaby, koala. How the fuck am I still alive? Why is nature constantly trying to kill me? You're always in a state of surprise. Being from England, it's a bit more subtle, a bit more reserved. Hello, yes, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Fuck it, doesn't matter, we probably used to rule you. So, you know, having an English accent in America is a powerful thing. I'm sure that you can tell, all of you can tell what I do regularly in a week. Sit alone at home, wanking into a sock. Hey, I'm married! Yay! My wife is in the audience tonight. Katie, give her a round of applause. Oh, that worked. The power of the English accent, every time. So we're at that stage in our relationship now where we're both really comfortable with each other. You know, we've seen each other pee, we've seen each other poo. But one thing that still annoys her about me is farting in bed, which I don't really understand, or I feel kind of bad for, but not really, because I know we're at that point where she's probably not going to break up with me for it. At first I was kind of subtle about it, you know, I'd wait till she was asleep, make sure the covers were all locked down like Alcatraz, start the siren, ooga, ooga, except she's sleeping, so it's more like, ooga, ooga. She's still asleep, yeah, well now. She's still sleeping. Give a quick sniff to admire your handiwork. And then pray the smell would disappear by the morning. As time goes on, get a little bit more confident. She'd jump in the shower, I'd unleash hell up on the bedroom. Walk around trying to blow away the smell. Start fanning it. What are you doing in there? It's really hot, and the air conditioner might murder a kitten, so I just want it to be nice and cool for you. You're so sweet. Yeah, sure, sweet. A few months go by, get a bit more confident, start blaming it on the pet, don't you? You know, unleash a quiet one. Oh, Buster, oh, what have you done? Oh, get off the bed. Go on, put her off. Get away. Fucking rabbits. But now we've been married about 3 years. You can cheer for that.
Yeah!
Hey. So now he's farting here, farting there, farting everywhere. In town, in the park, grandma's funeral, on a toast. Oh, shit. Butter. Jam. I don't know why this is the mime for jam, but there we go. She's settled, and isn't that really what love is all about? So, sex. I got my first sexual experience when I was 11 years old. We used to play this parlour game back in England called Chase the Bum. Basically, my Uncle Pete would dress up like a tramp, and he'd chase you around the house. He'd be chasing. You'd be running, because if he caught you, he'd throw you down and bum you senseless. I'm joking, that never happened to me. I was much faster than my cousin Stuart. My first sexual experience came from a woman called Mrs. Knight. I'd be lying if I said she was a petite lady. She looked like she could crush a baby's skull in her hand whilst using another baby's skull to smash it. Still did it. She used to ride about town on a motorbike, you know, and sometimes her skirt would hitch up a little bit, she'd show a bit of underboob. She was classy. But let's just bear in mind, this is England, where most people sit around in the dark eating onions as if they were apples, huddling around a little cigarette lighter for warmth. So, you know, comparatively, she was a catch. So, I know what you're thinking right now. No, I didn't fuck her. She was my teacher. She showed us a sex education video. Which, to this day, I am convinced was a parody. Let me set the scene for you. Daniel and Susan are walking along the beachfront. They're there, they're holding hands, they're skipping, looking really happy, merrily along. Suddenly Daniel, he spins her around, he looks deep into her eyes and he says, "When I was little, I used to worry about my penis." Your penis? Yeah, you know me, Willie. People say that willies are a bit like noses. They're all different shapes and sizes. Susan replied, oh, tell me more. What she should have said is, fuck off, Dan. I know enough to know if your penis looks like a nose, you need to go see a doctor. Imagine the inconvenience of sneezing. Achoo! What you don't realise there is Daniel has just ejaculated all over Susan. Ejaculate's a word that isn't really used in the traditional sense anymore, which is a shame. I've got an excerpt here from a Sherlock Holmes novel. I dropped off to sleep, and he sat when a sudden ejaculation caused me to wake up. I found the summer sun shining into the apartment. The pipe was still between his lips. The smoke still curled upward, and the room was full of a dense tobacco haze, but nothing remained of the heap of shag that were there the previous night. I apologized once again, and my hand glanced again to his. My fingers lingered just a second too long, and before I knew it, he was easing his pipe into my pulsing sphincter. No way. Oh shit, this has turned into my fanfiction.
Yeah!